So I promised you guys like 1.5 million times today that I would like surprise you with some Halloween spell, whatever, and I am just not as technically whatever as I thought I would be. So now I got it together. We're gonna make this happen. So let me just take a drink of my water quick. Okay, so part of the problem before was that I kept trying to use copyrighted music to do this, and that's why it was never posting. But anyway, so I apologize. This is for real this time. I just gotta calm my nerves a little bit. Alright. So, you guys know that I was in a car accident a long time ago when I was 18, right? Hit my head, right? Rotated my voice box, right? Okay, all that. Well, I could never sing after my car accident. And I couldn't scream anymore after my car accident. In fact, it hurt. And it always felt like there was like a lump in my throat. It was like a sore throat, but like not really. Like it felt like a definite like lump. And like I've always been like a super emotional person, blah blah. So I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of cool to like show you guys this really neat thing that happened to me. I was really big into the arts and everything that I could do with my hands prior to, you know, my world changing. And I think that's kind of normal. I think that we are who we need to be in the moment we need to be it, whatever gets you through the day. God understands, you know, He designed you with intention. He designed me with intention, and we do what we can. And He gets it, like I said. So, I want to show you guys a magic trick. I need another drink of water because your girl is nervous AF. So, I have not sang in a long time. I have not done any kind of art of any kind, really. Aside from cooking here and there, you know, I lost my passion to do all of that. And now I'm trying to, like, reconnect into what makes me happy and learning who I am. Because that's part of healing. Feeling your emotions, accepting your emotions. There's the 5 stages of grief for a reason. You have to go through them with every loss, everything that hits you in life. Right? We're here to figure out our purpose, and we're here to figure out what doesn't work. And part of figuring out what doesn't work is making mistakes. We need to make mistakes so we can correct those mistakes, so we hopefully learn from those mistakes and don't make them in the future, right? I mean, I've lost my desire to use because I'm building a life that's worth living now. I'm shutting off all the noise. Social media for the most part, except for telling my story a little bit here and there as I see fit, when I feel it, when it feels organic and genuine to me in my heart. I will share tidbits here and there. And, you know, if you want to follow, I understand that I'm a lot to handle sometimes. When I get passionate about stuff, I just blurt it out. I don't think all the time. But I'm working on that. And I know that is something I need to work on. And if I want to be truly successful in this life and enjoy all the happiness that I suddenly have found. And just a little heads up, part of that was getting off all the junk that I was told forever that I needed. You know, basically since I was 12. So, okay, anyway, I digress. I can now sing. What? I could never do that before. And I know my voice isn't that great. I know I need a lot of work. But anything worthwhile in life, is going to not be easy. Because if it was easy, you wouldn't really want it, right? So, for the first time in 20 years, here we go. See if I do this well. If not, I apologize. I do have the best intentions at heart. I just want to show you guys what sitting with, processing, releasing, and growing over your pain whatever is affecting you in life and bringing you down, maybe not pain, whatever. But if you turn it the way around, you're never, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You're strong enough to get through it. Damn it! Speaking of which, I am now going to sing for you Cuss a Little by Kylie somebody, Morgan, maybe? I don't know. My brain's fried right now. I've been doing a lot of living the last couple of days, as most people around me who are close to me will attest. So let's go, right? Let's do it to it. Stop talking about it. Start being about it. I just need to get a beat. I don't hang with hypocrites, but I'm quick to call that cattle black. Swear I'll say it to your face when I'm talking behind your back. My thoughts are kinda dirty, but my clothes are clean. What you see is what you get, but what you get ain't what it seems. I'm just human, buried in denial. I judge people, and I read the Bible. I drank too much, but my body is a temple. I love Jesus, but I cuss just a little. Just a little. Sorry. No, I'm not, damn it. I don't care what people think, 'cause that makes people think I'm cool. I won't ever tell a lie other than the one I just told. My music's kinda dirty, but my clothes are clean. So what you see is what you get, but what you get ain't what it seems. I'm just human, buried in denial. I judge people. I'm not a soprano, and I read the Bible. I drink too much, but my body is a temple. I love Jesus, but I cuss just a little. Just a little. My heart is kinda dirty, but its blood is clean. So what you see is what you get, but what you get ain't what it seems. I'm just human. Nope. Buried in denial. I need to take a breath. All right. I'm just getting nervous. This is my favorite verse. I just want to do good. All right. So, I'm just human, buried in denial. I judge people, and I read the Bible. I've got tattoos, but my body is a temple. I love Jesus. I need voice lessons again, but I cuss just a little. Oh, hell, we all cuss just a little. I cuss just a little. All right, thanks for sticking with me. I know it wasn't awesome, but I felt moved to show interest in the praise band, in the church service we went to this morning. So, good things take practice. You're going to suck at something that you haven't done or never done in a long time, the first time you do it again. But the point is, I got to stop looking at the screen and start looking at my camera. Sorry. Okay. The point is that I don't remember. It's leading, I don't remember exactly. Crap. Damn my ADHD brain. All right. I promise I'm getting it together. But I just wanted to show you guys the power of processing and dealing and loving yourself, most importantly, because you truly can't love other people the way they deserve to be loved. And just like you want to be loved the way you deserve to be loved, until you sit with, process, get the right kind of help. I'm going to tell you guys something I don't tell a lot of people, but I think it's super important, and that's I didn't ever get help. Not in anything I ever dealt with. So now, I mean, is it really surprising that for the last 25 plus years, I've been stuck in survival mode? And now that I've taken myself from off all the junk that I was told, has been ingrained in me for so long, I'm shaking because it's freaking cold. I gotta close my moonroof, sorry. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay. Whatever. That I was told that I needed and all those things that I was told were wrong with me, that's the perception. And my perception is that those things were actually right with me, and I don't need to be on any kind of anything but therapy and talk to maybe a psychiatrist. Well, I will talk to a psychiatrist, but, and then let them decide, hey, this will help you. And you know what? I'm willing to try it out if it will truly help me. Because having scattered thoughts all the time, not being able to do my work at times, because I'm so amped up about life and blah, 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 it's not any way to live. Yeah, it's a positive thing, but you have to harness your crazy. And if it takes medication, therapy, whatever that kind of therapy is, ecotherapy I discovered. Come on, art therapy, music therapy, alternative therapies. Storytelling, that's my therapy, obviously. You don't have to follow sitting on a shrink's couch for, wow, it's cold, for an hour, multiple times a week or once a week or whatever. This doesn't have to be your therapy. This life is what you make of it. And if your therapy is walking in nature, grounding yourself, being barefoot, caring for animals, caring for creation, do it. If it makes you feel good inside and it brings you true joy and it feels good and genuine, do it. Because you know what? Those things are not going to steer you wrong. If you always, always, always do things in positivity and love and light and joy and happiness for your fellow man, guess what? Your life is not going to suck. And that is what has changed in me these last few weeks. It took going through COVID, and I'm going to admit something, unvaccinated, Delta variant, thought it was worse than withdrawal, honestly. But that withdrawal that I had to go through prepared me for COVID because I got through it with water. I got tested in a drive-through. I never saw an actual doctor about it. And once I started feeling better, because I've always been really adamant about the amount of vitamin D I take, man, I felt better rapidly. It just took off. And at first it scared me because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. And yeah, that's a scary place to be in, but it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. And it took my people I love that are close to me to say, hey, maybe you need to think about this a little bit, because maybe these doctors that are telling you all these things that are wrong with you might have an ulterior motive, maybe subconsciously, but maybe there's nothing wrong with you and you just need some serious therapy, some serious talking, some serious professional help, and then you'll get through it to the point that it won't be an issue anymore. There's nothing wrong with getting that help. That's what these people go to school for. That's what God blessed them their talents with their talents for. That's what I meant to say. It is no coincidence that the first job I applied to after I worked the first job out of getting, off the crap was a cashiering job, right? Because that's all I could handle. But then the first job I applied to after that, I am still there. And now I'm taking on a possible PRN kind of second job whenever they need me, whenever they're going to need me to fill in. All these doors that I had always dreamed would open for me are actually happening. And that glowy, warm, fuzzy, pink feeling that most addicts get after going through a proper, I detoxed on my bedroom floor for a month, on and off, horrible, bathroom time, man, it sucks. But now I understand why those facilities, why those people, why, those programs exist. It's to help you. It's not to shame you. And yeah, some people are going to shame you because people suck and they're stigmas. But guess what? They don't matter. They don't. Their opinions never did. And once you shed the only weight you ever need to worry about losing, man, is your life going to take off for you. You know, I cannot count the number of random messages and just happy thoughts and compliments I've gotten from strangers, and just all since I decided to flip my world view because I couldn't stand to live in an ugly world anymore, and I realized I was making that world ugly for myself. I was doing it to myself. I was choosing the negative. I was having road rage. I was always irritated. But the situation is a situation. You can either look at it positively or look at it negatively. And I started making a concentrated effort to do little nice things, to stop listening to the news, to start following things on Facebook that actually make me happy and don't stress me the fuck out. Because I don't have the energy to deal with all this other nonsense when I'm dealing with the nonsense in my head 24/7. You know? I mean, it's just like everything is making so much sense. The world is clearer. It's a happier place for me. I love life again. I feel like I'm the person I've always been meant to be. I find true joy in little things. It's amazing how much the human brain is capable of. I mean, they talk about we only use 40% of our brains, okay? But maybe those of us who have learned to harness the God-given abilities and talents that have been innately bestowed upon us, I don't remember what I was saying. Maybe then the world can get to be that beautiful place that we hoped it would always be, and we can have heaven or hell on earth right freaking now. Mind blown. Heaven's not a place you go when you die. It's not a place in the sky. Hell is not a place in the earth with fire, with a red man running around like crazy, with a goatee and pitchfork. I mean, come on. What if the angels on earth are all of God's creations, and it's up to us to take care of them well because they're created just like you and I were, with intention. God wants us to enjoy the life He built, He gave to us. He does not want us to suffer. And I'm sorry if I'm all preachy on the God stuff lately. God is personal to you, okay? I was raised in the church. I get it. You have to establish a genuine, pure relationship with God, and if that means you're out in His creation, if you are talking to Him in your head and not saying a structured prayer, God is everywhere 24/7, omnipotent. He says that. What if Christ's purpose was to lead a life of love, full of examples for us to learn from? And He's God's son, just as I'm God's daughter, right? Man is made perfect in God's image. The creation story tells us that woman was born of man. And if you believe that, okay. If not, okay. But what if, I got a what if for you, what if the Big Bang Theory is a scientific explanation of the creation story? It would make a lot of sense. It would mean that science, a tool that God has given us, not to ignore, but to use, is right in its theory of evolution, in that we are constantly changing and becoming better versions of ourselves and adapting to our environments, right? Is true, but so is intelligent design, right? So maybe we were intelligently designed to evolve. You know, that's just a thought I've had the last couple of days. I've had crazy thoughts the last couple of days, and I know that the people that I maybe sometimes kind of rub grade against, rub butt heads with. You know, maybe I know actually that all my exuberance and joy about this newfound lease on life is like scary because I was freaked out. People around me were freaked out. I didn't know how to process it. How can I expect anybody else to know how to process it, right? But everybody around me was freaked out. Sorry, I get ahead of myself so easily sometimes I lose track of where I was. Okay, everybody around me was freaked out. I was freaked out. And guess what, though? I've come to embrace the things that I've told were wrong with me because I think they're cool. And I think that they were given to me for a purpose, you know, and I don't want to see them as negative. I don't want to hate myself anymore. Let me just catch my breath. I spent over a quarter of a century hating myself, you know? I'm done hating myself. I love myself. I'm freaking awesome. And the people who are meant to cross my path always will. Because what is meant for me is always going to be for me, no matter what my ego tells me I need to do. Gotta let go. Gotta let God. All right. Happy Halloween. Blessed Samhain, Sarin, Dia de los Muertos, All Saints Day, Reformation Sunday, All Souls Day, whatever you celebrate. I hope it was awesome. And we will catch you later. Love you all. I do. Even if you're a stranger, I love you because I know what it's like to not love yourself. So, mwah. See you later.